have officially ended Hack the World. How does that feel? Awesome. All right, so can I just have you guys give a round of applause to yourself and to all the other awesome participants? So, for the next 2 hours, and I did say 2 hours, I know this is going to be really long, but we have 2 awesome presentations for John just set up for you guys. So we're actually going to be kicking off with IoT, and then we're going to move into data, the data science challenge. So everyone has been communicated their particular schedule and times. So when we call your name, if you can make sure that you and your team are ready to come up and set and good to go, because we want to be considerate of everybody's time. So before I introduce the first challenge, I said this on Saturday morning, 2 things. A, I like people who know how to have fun. And B, I like people who can show me their excitement. So how excited are you? One more time, and this will probably be the last time, but no promises. How excited are you? Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to the first IoT challenge team. Give it up for Smart Six Pack.
Yeah!
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. It's actually Shelfie.
Hello, can you hear us?
Can you?
Yeah, you can hear me. Of course you can hear me. You don't need to mic for me. Can you hear? Hello?
Anybody hear me? No?
Yeah.
Closer, actually.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Gotta be close.
And stop.
All right, so this is our app, Shelfie. Shelfie is a play on words for camera and selfie.
And shells.
So our project was aimed at answering a few major problems that Anheuser-Busch ABInBev was facing. One is maintaining a stock of their product at all times for customers to have a beverage that they enjoy, and also to see how the shelves are being stocked with products. So it's more about the layout of the brands, and also to do analytics on the trends of which days a certain brand is in high demand. So the way Shelfie is designed is to be small, easy to install into any store. And do you want to?
Yeah, for sure. So we want to work with hardware that kind of already exists and make it easier to scale really well. We thought of smart shelves in terms of looking at occlusion and where the areas are where things are blocked off. We thought above the bottles themselves, you tend to have not as many high layers, but you do tend to have depth to them. So what we want to do is install a smart shelf with a camera module underneath that has a wide lens on it, and we created one that mocks that kind of example with a camera underneath this, and this could be the top shelf, and this could be the shelf underneath it. And what the camera would do is then watch the beers and stocks underneath it and analyze them through computer vision. So what we did was, instead of throwing all of our balls in the bucket of artificial intelligence, what we did was feature extraction using OpenCV. So I went ahead and wrote a contour detector that's able to pick up the bottle top specifically. And then what we could do is run them through a training model, which then in IBM Bluemix gave us back what brand was the bottle cap belonging to, or none of the brands that we were associated with. And so this kind of model works really well because A, you get a specific set to train with, which is so much better than just kind of throwing bottles of data at it or just a giant rack of things at it. And also the training models that you get can improve over time to do much more than just bottles, including cans, boxes, whatnot. And it's markerless, you don't have to worry about changing your branding, your labels, and it's very, very flexible in what you can do with the data later on because we collect all of this computer vision data and keep it in stock for later analysis and better improving. So you know what? Let's stop talking about it, let's show it off. So this is a live preview of what the shelf sees underneath it. So I'm just going to hit a refresher on this really quickly just to kind of show what it's doing. So it's loading up right now. Let's take a Stella app. So you can see like this is it's going to update the next picture, and it's going to have one less Stella there. Boo-hoo, somebody drank it. It kind of sucks. So then the fun part comes in, and that's where we don't want to get kicked off IBM because they keep locking us, keep exceeding their deadlines or whatever. Anyway, so what it does, it takes an image, extracts the bottle tops from it, sends it to the server, and hopefully this will work with all the internet traffic that we have here. Sends it to the server, and once it gets all the data back, hopefully the capture the image. Oh my god, I love this. Come on, capture. Oh, there you go, we captured. Okay, perfect. So then you can see it does down here. It says 1 Stella, it's 2 Stellas, it's none, keep going because it does things against it. It's on 2 Stellas. Do we take a Stella? Yeah, is that what happened? Oh, okay, there we go. We have 2 Stellas there. And so therefore it updates that and shows it real time that it got updated to 2 Stellas instead of having 3 Stellas there. Let's put a shock top back in there. So it's going to capture a new image. Let's see if you got it before you put it in there. It's going to be mostly a fun real-time demo. Oh, we got 4 minutes. Oh, okay, good. We got plenty of time. So basically the point of this was for us to learn a lot, and what we really enjoyed doing with this is like taking the data set and pulling these like contours out of it, being able to analyze it, and you can see it says Stella and shock top and another Stella there. So it knows now that there's another shock top there, and you can see it shows up, which is so freaking cool because you can not only get data about what's on the shelf in real time, you can also do post-analysis because we have the orientation of the bottles, and which can tell you whether your planogram is working exactly the way you imagined it. You can see how the bottles are aligned, and you can even get X offsets, Y offsets. And for shells that are a little bit more customizable, we can do solutions that are a little bit more modular with 2 camera lenses. So this technology has the ability to do. Do you have more shot times?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did! It works! Oh my god, we're killing it. I don't know how that, when demos work. No, this demo's gonna crash. Anyway.
Also, brand analysis, we have competitor brands.
All right, guys.
Brands, yeah.
Sorry about that.
And that's it. We're having way too much fun with it.
Yeah.
And it works on your phone too, so you can do it if you win.
Cool. So can we give them a round of applause? For the judges, if anyone has a question, can you raise your hand, ask it to these 2 gentlemen, they will repeat it, and then you can continue the conversation from there.
What are you comparing it back to? Is there a measure? Did you say there were supposed to be these 4 and you're measuring against that, or are you just measuring changes against themselves?
We're not measuring changes, we're actually doing computer vision. So it's like kind of like driving a self-driving car. It is what is in front of me. It's not, this is more like a passive way of collecting data, because a problem that I think Mentor brought up to us really early, which is fantastic thank you for helping us out, was that sales reps go in and do a lot of inventory on shelves. And a lot of that has to do with them just kind of being like, okay, this is here, this is here, this is here. But really what they should be focusing on is making the sale based on the data that's already been collected. And this tool automates that process, which means that you're spending less time doing inventory versus making the sale, which is what ABInBev is about, what is any beer company is about. Looking at trends through our passive collection, and then being able to tell a convenience store that's small and not able to stock as many beers, what it is that's moving off the shelves in nearby neighborhoods as well as in their convenience store. So this is much different than doing kind of like just differential. You can do that with this if you wanted to, but it's really about what brands are presented right now and what we can see, and we can just reach all of them. Yeah. Any other questions?
So you spoke a little bit about being able to do this also for different packages, tops and boxes, and cans. Cans are a really good example, right? So there's no branding on top of the cans.
Exactly.
They're generally also come in box cans. Just I wanted to get your thoughts on what that would look like scaling that for different cities.
Absolutely. So with the fact that this is a camera-based solution rather than just being a sensor-based solution, what advantage we get with that is that we can improve our algorithms, just like Tesla improves cars through software updates. Our algorithms are able to do not just circle detection, but also box detections, which makes it so we can do contours and boxes if they come in boxes. If it's cans, we can also do basically modules of camera that can also do motor movements, and we thought of this one as a very special kind of tool we couldn't build because of the high limited time. But what we could do is do a servo motor on the side of the rack, and what it can do is a scan kind of motion, and where the camera starts on the side of the shelves, it just kind of scans down, and that will give us perspective, which then again allows us to do. computer vision like this is very powerful because what you're doing is selecting out features that you want to train models against rather than just throwing everything at it. Because artificial intelligence doesn't work well, and machine learning doesn't work well when you throw everything at it because it's good, but it's not great at guessing what you want. What we did was just make it very specific in terms of what we were looking for in terms of outcome, which gives us very good confidence scores. So we can say very well, being like 90% sure that this is the brand exactly we're looking for, this type of product.
And another thing I'd like to touch upon when he was talking about the low resolution with the camera, another solution when I was speaking to an expert was that you can actually use a fisheye lens and train the data set with the fisheye lens